everyone, welcome to Kaya. This is Mia. I hope you're doing well. Okay, we just moved through, we had the new moon, and then we had yesterday the 4-4 portal, and 4-4-2022 makes 4-5 as well, and 5 is change. And so this can explain the continuing intense energies since the new moon through yesterday. You may have been feeling a bit all over the place even now. You may have gone through a moment of purging density and old wounds, and you may have felt vulnerable. For those that are still in that phase, then you may still be in that phase, but basically that's just a phase to purge and to it's a bit, there's like I'm thinking, because you may want to join my Facebook page, in which I post energy updates in real time. And so they are tidbits of the energy at that moment, so that if you feel that may help you, then you're welcome to come and see. Unfortunately, at the moment, I am not yet geared on the YouTube channel to do that, but I am sure that will come as well. This may be a moment to ask you if you like the content. I just don't like doing this, right? I don't like to hassle people, but just keep in mind that the more you react to these videos, you are not only helping me and my channel grow, but more importantly, you're helping these messages reach more people that may need to hear them. And also, like I've mentioned before, if the channel grows, then I can post messages on the community board. Anyway, back to the important messages. The phase, the process is, there's an intensity of energies coming from a huge boost from the universe. We are being charged with a lot of light to push us forward. And at the same time, there has been, unless you're still in it for a bit, there has been a moment in which there was a lot of vulnerability and feeling very emotional. And there is like a meeting point between clearing your old disappointments and being ready, being pushed to create something else, something better, okay? At the moment, the way I sense it, we have moved through this vulnerability, and we are being accelerated. Everything is being accelerated at the moment. For us to rise, okay, and evolve and move more into our light. Now, the main message that I want to bring to you today, and I felt that someone may need to hear, is that you are important. You are very important. No joke. You may feel at the moment self-doubt. And that's why I'm here, to encourage you and to remind you that you are important. Whatever you have gone through in life, and I talk about this a lot, it's very important, and I know that we go through a lot of rounds of clearing and healing so that we can move into who we truly are. But it's important to remember that all these challenging experiences have not come here to shoot you down, okay? And I know that we come out of it like that, and that's how we feel. And many of us are exhausted by now, especially after these last 2 years. But these experiences come to teach us and to strengthen us. And first of all, they do not encompass who we are. We are light beings, that eternal light beings that are so much more than these experiences. It doesn't even really touch a small percentage of who we are. But we forget that because we are living within a certain density with a lot of programming. And we forget, we think that our reality and our existence is limited to these experiences, and it's not. It's grander. It's so much grander. But more importantly, you have had to learn through these experiences to strengthen who you truly are, to remember who you truly are, because through these experiences you get to realize, through the hurt, okay, through the hurt, you understand that this is not who we are and who we were created to be. And you understand that something is not right here. And so, if anything, you have the advantage on others. Not that you're better than anyone else, no one is, but having been hurt, you understand that this is not who we are, and you understand what these patterns are bringing us to. And so the resolution and the reminder of why we are here. We have come, like I said before, to liberate humanity from these patterns and from this bondage and from this illusion. And so you had to go through these things, but that's not who you are. And you may feel disappointed, you may feel battered and bruised, but that's not really the truth either. Within that limited perception, that's how you perceive yourself, but actually you are much more than that. And so after having learned and after having experienced, you are to look at what is not who you are and how you actually came to do something about it. Because knowing that this is not who we all are, okay? And so you have gained deeper insight into what is troubling us as a society, as humanity. So try to look at the grander scheme of things. Remember who you are. Remember what you came here to do. Understand that all of this time, by the way, is not a real factor either, because we are eternal. So don't look at the time that has passed. If anything, you have gained wisdom and experience like no other, because whatever you specifically went through is yours alone. And whoever you are, the complex of who you are, your journey, your lessons, your experiences, and your knowledge, your wisdom is unique. It's only yours. And so you have a unique offering to give us as well. And that is a lot as a result as well from those experiences. So these experiences turn into gifts if you allow them to. And if you continue to walk the higher path, continue to tune in and into your higher guidance, it all connects, and then suddenly you realize this all had a higher purpose, this all had a reason, and you are not with any fault or with any lack. You are whole. You are even bigger than before, because you are richer, sorry. I wanted to say richer and deeper at the same time. You are deeper, you are richer, you are more compassionate today. And you have much more in you than before. And whatever you think and you perceive as a weakness or a limitation is actually also a plus. And it's time to look back into all of that, and with different eyes, with eyes of light, with eyes of the divine. Let me give you an example. In my younger age, I was always perceived as slow and dreamy, and my voice was also disturbing to some people, let's put it that way. And I mean, that's among other things. Let's say too sensitive. How many of you have heard that? And along the years, I learned to appreciate, again, among other things, these are just examples, but I learned to appreciate that my voice is like this for a reason, and my slowness and dreaminess and sensitivity is like this for a reason. And they are not weaknesses, they are actually traits that benefit me and what I am to offer others and serve. So, I mean, in later years, people have told me that I'm very calming, etc. So I eventually received a certain feedback, but more importantly was my own process in accepting who I am and growing to learn that actually there is beauty in whatever I perceive as, or whatever society is having me perceive as a weakness, okay? Of course, there are many examples, and this is just off the bat. But the thing is that whatever you think, whether it is as a result of your experiences or certain traits that you think you have that you perceive as weaknesses, or like I said, as a result of your experiences, certain sensitivities or traumas or whatever, whatever you carry and you think is a weakness is actually your strength, is actually your gifts. And it's time for you to look at them that way and start seeing the beauty in them and the gift, the treasure in anything and everything that you carry. Because a lot of that, all of that, is a complex creation that is you. And within that, you have a set of tools that are unique to you and that serve as a unique offering to us all. And there are those out there that need exactly what you have, in the way you have it, in the way you carry it, in the way you express it, no matter what way and what platform, okay? And like I've also mentioned many times before, you may not know at this time exactly in what way you are to use what you have, your skills or your gifts or your offerings. But what's important is to reach that point of willingness, that point of, first of all, self-acceptance, not beating yourself up for anything, absolutely nothing, not anything you went through, not anything you think you're lacking. Start blossoming from the place of understanding who you are and understanding that you are a unique creation, exactly where you are and how you are and who you are and what you are. That unique creation is here for a purpose, especially at this time, okay? So start looking into that and start accepting yourself for who you are. Don't push yourself if you're slow, or if you're too fast, or if you're too tall or too short, etc., etc. Don't be beating yourself up for something that society has had you believe that you're not good enough for that reason. You are. You were created. You were created and you are here at this time for a higher purpose. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. We are at a pivotal time to transform humanity on Earth. And you are here to help us do that. So you must be carrying something in you that is worthwhile and that can help us do that. All right? Create something better. And if anything, we, of course, as a society, we are to change our complete set of values and standards, because it has been a catastrophe, of a masquerade of plastic and falseness like no other. And you know that. And so you have come to bring us back to realness, to real values, to real gifts that we carry and wish to share and wish to be shared with us. These last 2 years, if anything, have pushed us to strip down all the falseness, all the lies, all the fakeness, all the plastic. And we hopefully have done the work we have been asked to do, to return to what is truly important and to remember who we are and what we value. And so this brings us to the point where we can build anew, realizing what is really important, realizing and appreciating true gifts that people have to offer. Not fake ones, not lies, not all kinds of pompous ideas of what we should look like and act like and be like. So I know that we're all exhausted after these 2 years, and maybe a little bit more than 2 years by now. I keep saying 2 years. And of course beyond the 2 years, but especially these 2 years. But we are to acknowledge how we have been pushed to come to some serious, important realizations, even if it was uncomfortable and it was at times shocking. And we're still going through that, and we're still being pushed. And so this is also a reminder that it's part of this series of being pushed for a good reason. But seriously, I want you to appreciate who you are. I don't want to get all teary-eyed. I knew it was going to make me emotional. I want you, I read energy, and I know when I see people comment and I see their small images or through their words, I sense energy, and I know that we all have a story, and I know that we all have gone through a lot, and I don't want you to give up, and I don't want you to feel that anything about these stories have come here to put you down. Like I said, it may feel like that for a bit, but it's important for us to go beyond that and to understand that they have such a sacred purpose, it would be a shame not to realize it. So again, if you have any scrapes and bruises, be proud. Be proud and understand how important they are, because without them you would not have understood certain aspects of what people go through here, and you would not be able to help the way you can now. And now you will be asked in one way or another. You will be asked, you will be pushed as well to offer from your gifts and your experience. And maybe you have a certain dream that is strong, then that is valid and that is part of your creation. Maybe you just don't know how to accomplish it. And so, like I've said many times before, the energy that is coming in now is going to help us all manifest what we are here to do. And so if it's something that is more clear to you or less clear to you, don't worry about it. Just be on track in terms of embodying who you truly are, scrapes and all, and anchoring who you are, appreciating all of it, and seeing beyond it, and seeing how you can offer from your depth, from your knowledge, from your richness, from your sensitivity. Because today, as we build something new, we need people like you. And that's why you're here. We need the more sensitive. We need the more compassionate. We need those that have gone through and that have learned so that we can help others. I would like you to find your confidence. And confidence, because that's what I feel most of us lack. But confidence doesn't mean what we thought it meant. That's what's important. Confidence is not that. I am here, I know everything. No. Confidence is, I've been through a lot, and I have my scrapes and bruises. But I know I have gifts, and I know that even through those scrapes and bruises, I have richer gifts. And I am compassionate for others, and I wish to be a part of this amazing transformation that is about to occur, and I wish to be a part in helping others transform. And I wish to be a part of breaking these cycles of hurt and pain for generations to come. And that is why I went through what I went through. Got it? So, be confident in who you are. Sorry. Just be you and be ready to serve and blossom from who you are and what you went through. Sending you much love.